welcome everybody, whoever stopped by to look what the heck what the heck this is. Yeah. Uh Good morning or good evening. Welcome, and I am going to continue finishing on Fountaine. Unfortunately, this is probably the only longest gameplays I have done when it comes to finishing a story, which be Fountaine. I don't know why. Could be because I either get myself distracted or I get lost in the perspective of what the heck is going on, and I don't exactly know what to do from there. And this is probably why it takes the longest for me. And then in the end, I'm taking my time, so there's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, it's yeah, hopefully this is probably going to be the last to finally finish Fountaine, because if I don't finish it, yes. um Hello. Morning. I don't know how to feel about that. These guys. I don't know about the feel about these greetings. I have not met any of you guys. Welcome. Anyway, let's get right to it. And hopefully I finish it. And yeah, let's get right to it.
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
Nah. I don't think there was a shot delay. It was the fact that I was probably so focused.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled.
Trying to do
committing
technical
some
stuff
crime.
before the stream.
Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
But if there is a shot delay, well, let me know. I'm pretty sure I made sure that there won't be any shot delays. Kind of weird. Yeah. Let me look for a moment. Okay. Let me add my lovely dog care so I can know that see people what they're talking about.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Yo, Klee with hat? You mean like the special outfit Klee? Yeah. Oh, it's special outfit Klee. It's special outfit Klee. I cannot refuse to get special outfit Klee. Because she looks adorable.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself,
Possible.
mate. I'm no dog.
Wow.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
My gosh.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
You don't have
Who
to
wants
shout.
live in the ruddy overworld anyway.
It sounds like they're
What makes
shouting.
you
It
think
sounds
they
like he's
wanna hire
shouting.
someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, they're not even... they're not even where they're supposed to be anymore, you know?
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Okie dokes.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
That's something new that you don't hear every day in a conversation. Like, we don't mind people who like to be social, okay? Like, we don't mind extroverts. I mean that's great. I'm an extrovert that just likes to be in the norm of what the heck's going on. I don't know about eavesdropping though. I don't think I would like to do that. I'd rather do it if no one noticed that I'm not doing that, but you know, that takes the cake when it comes to people who actually are doing that.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, that was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime.
unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is VtuberEN. People
Oh.
usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't
Okay.
worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in. Oh, my Arcana. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meals recently.
Right. That meal
Yeah.
we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means
alright.
we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Does he know about the strange meat though, or did someone just decide to give the
Listen,
strange meat?
kids, the power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us.
Besides
down
the
here.
point.
We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
Oh, okay.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that
All
Julia
right.
was a talented researcher from the Fountaine Research Institute before he came here?
Steak in
There's
a
no
welfare
denying
field,
that.
not a bad person.
I don't care if
Yeah.
he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Maripede,
Unfortunately,
you're just another inmate like everybody else.
if you want, I don't like steak that much. Probably
Speaking of which,
because
the last
I
time
had
saw him,
most
he
of
was
my
passing by the corridor with
most of the
Levine.
steak
I
as a
also heard they
kid
started
in a
arguing
well
in the library
served,
and
well
got into a
done
fight, right?
state
Guess
that
that's just how terrible
it was
of a
so
guy he is.
chewy
You mean
For
he hit
me.
a woman?
that I had a hard
Never
time
imagined he was that bad.
eating steak.
But that Lorvine's also
So
quite the
that
opposite, you know?
means
She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a
I
man,
never
and she
really
also got sent to
enjoyed
the infirmary.
steak. I mean,
Come to think of it,
food is food.
I always see her going to the sick bay
I have
every couple of
eaten
days,
a really
too.
good steak, but I always never
Wait
was
a
able
second.
to finish it.
You don't think?
Do you think could it be that
Not a big
secretly
fan of
meeting
steak,
there to go on
apparently.
dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
I'm not saying that I don't like it. It's just
After
I always
all,
have
I
the
do
trouble
remember
being
seeing
it.
Lorvine beat Julia to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Well, at least we know
Okay,
some
we've talked
info.
to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Yep, we're gonna see Lenny now. Let's see what is going on with Lenny. As he said, he had useful new information. How do I see it? I like how they made the elevator so long. It's kind of
Oh
interesting.
my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Huh? All will be revealed in the next volume? Drat.
Well, done steak is a little dry, but I can understand why people wouldn't want to try it medium rare. I'm more myself a chicken guy myself. Oh, okay. No! Did I accidentally— No! 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 I accidentally misclicked! No! I'm going back up! I did not— I did not mean to do that! No! Why? Technology, why? I have to go it.
Moonlit night that the hero approached
I
the
don't
vile
want to
dragon's
do. I
limpid
don't
lair.
want to go. Can I just— I don't know. Can I just like just drop down now? Is that better for me? Can I just do that now? Can I do it? Can I just like drop myself down,
Time to act.
please? No. Oh. Okay. Fine. You know, I didn't mean to do that. But you know, that's what happens. Yuki, hello.
Calculations are correct. Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today.
I accidentally
Might we add a small detail to our
misclicked
adventure?
an elevator that took me back up when I was supposed to stay down. And yeah, that happened. And now I'm praying to Christ I have to go back down. Unfortunately, at least it's not bad. But welcome. Hope you enjoy whatever could be entertaining in this live stream. I'm just finishing Fountaine. For all those who know, I'm just finishing Fountaine. Hopefully I can finish Fountaine. And, I know there's probably still more for Fountaine. But I don't know. I guess we just have to look into the next update coming soon. I'm pretty sure we'll have more tomorrow. We'll see. To the upper level, okay. Upper level. How many elevators do I have to take? Can I have— are you on EU? Can I have an account review? No, I'm not on EU. That's one thing. I know I have an
I never
EU
embark on a journey
account,
without a good book to accompany
but
me.
it's a very— it's not a used much of an account. And account review, I guess I don't mind doing an account review, but I don't plan to do it right now. Because I am going to see if I just really want to finish Fontaine's story.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yes. We have found a bunch.
It's not time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that.
Hello,
myself.
Zion.
The rumors
Zai-
swirling about this place
Zion.
are unreliable after
Welcome.
all. And Master Child probably went missing
And
because
Yuki,
he found
you have a
way
good
out.
day too.
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father.
I mean, if the person
We
stayed
need to find
longer, I
out Master
would.
Child's
And
exact
I
whereabouts.
finish the story.
Father
There is
told me that
possibility of
even though
doing
Master
account reviews
Child said he
later.
was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually
I
had
mean,
some
I don't think I
personal
have
reasons.
much left in the
His
story
agenda
left.
might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
What's your AR?
Bingo! Is he around?
Almost
She's working
to
today. Coming here as a group would have
AR-56.
attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Hey Stu, we're counting
It's
on
the
you.
least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect
So
all
I
this
am
information right
I am
under Rice's
close
watchful
to
eyes.
AR-56.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back
just
and wait
me,
for
or
Fremine's
is your
report on
stream
Master
buffering?
Child's whereabouts, we still need to make
I
more progress on the investigation of
Don't
the Forbidden
see
Zone.
it buffering
Fremine's
on
no
my
master of
end.
disguise. Lynette's still working on
It
getting
says
intel
I'm in
from the other
excellent
areas,
connection.
and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving
And
mission.
you're the first one
So,
who mentioned that.
You are the only ones we can count on.
There were people here
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
that would have told me otherwise.
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
I wonder
Listen
if it's
carefully.
because I don't
You'll
know.
need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier.
No,
So it
it
probably
could
has
be
something to do
you.
with the secret we're hoping to uncover.
It's
You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious
it's
of you.
stable now.
Investigate the
Okay,
internal
that's
structure of the
interesting.
infirmary and any active dealings within.
It was
and
for
pass
me.
those on to me
Ah,
alongside
okay.
anything else you're able to discover.
I
Also,
would
there's
instantly
no need
know
to
if
take
my
risks.
connection was
Don't
bad.
forget, safety always comes
Otherwise,
first.
I would literally just tell everyone, "Don't watch me. Don't watch me. Connection so bad." Nah. I'm glad it looks
My
stable for you
apologies.
now.
I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
I do keep
that's not a
watch
bad thing, right?
on my stream connection though. If it was unstable, then I'd be like, okay guys, something's going on. Could be weather, could be
All right.
Could be
we'll head
something
out
else.
as soon as we finish our prep.
NA.
Let's go our separate ways.
Yeah,
for
I'm
now.
NA. Yeah,
Don't forget, we meet here again in 9
I'm an
days.
ENB tuber
Stay
as well,
safe.
so it's morning over here. But here's the best part. My morning connections are always the excellent connections for me. Nighttime varies. Like a lot.
Stay
There's always a
here for
lot
now.
of trafficking.
Take a peek.
Archon Quest. Archon
There
Quest.
seem to be several people inside.
East Coast.
It's not impossible.
I mean, I am an ENB tuber.
Oh,
Welcome, Zion. You're not the only person that I've met that is from Asia.
it's a bit hard to understand.
A couple of the viewers that are regulars, a few I know are from Asia, and then there are a few of them that are somewhere in EU locations. It's nice to see you. my gosh, we only get to hear Lumine just do that noise? What? Oh my gosh. You stream weekly?
Whoa, are you okay?
Yes. I do make
There's no need to
but not like
Take a deep breath before you
Monday
begin.
through Friday, if that's what you're thinking. I'm only focusing on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
Oof, my stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Sichuan is so nice.
You can do it, Traveler!
No, I'm just video editing. I normally keep a schedule on my YouTube community of the days I'm streaming so people get to know what I'm doing.
Don't apologize.
Normally I'm video
You're sick
editing.
after all.
On
Now,
all
please
those
relax.
other days I'm
Just
just
going to do a
I am
preliminary
doing
checkup on
things
you.
for my channel. So it's not just streaming. You might as well just if you are since you are new, I do have a welcome do have a welcome page on my channel that lets you know more about what happens in this YouTube channel on my end.
Oh, that's good.
It's funny and it's also straight to the point of what you're going to be seeing in this channel.
Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
Probably.
What about
Probably
here?
Lumine.
Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think
You just now noticed the Paimon on my head? It took you that long?
So that's what it is.
I was wondering who was gonna mention about that.
Other inmates complained about the food
Nice
recently.
to know that you found out.
Our head
It's
chef, Mr. Wolsey,
it's
is
great
calling
that you
us soon.
realized that.
Congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low.
I think that was the whole point. It's supposed to be funny.
Why don't you take a rest here?
And
while I go get
I
some
like how
medicine
your
for you?
username just fits it.
Miss Levine,
I find it
I'll
funny.
have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Well,
Very well.
yeah. I deliberately decided to use
And she has to leave
Paimon
just
on
like
my
that.
head today. That's the whole point. Jian, welcome! I am trying to finish Fountaine. Ever
Hello.
so
So how are
slowly
you
and
feeling
ever
now?
so steadily. I think people are starting to be
Stomach aches really bad.
suspicious.
She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation.
I like how
Of
you're
course
just
I can't speak for the whole
straightforward.
Fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
You
Though
got
they may have committed
Pokemon
crimes
in the
and gotten locked
background.
up here as a result,
Oh
we
no,
still
that's
know
not a
what they do about
Pokemon.
medicine, and they help
That's
Miss
just
Sijuin
that
take
is
care of the sick
my
and injured.
that is my dragon
Yeah,
Inara.
you're right.
in
But
the
did you have
background.
to lecture me about it in front of another
Now that I
patient?
think about it,
Aren't
it looked
you a
like
patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
it looked like it would be a Pokemon in the background though,
Huh, that's correct.
which is kind of funny.
Sorry, I
Just
got a bit ahead of
you find
myself.
it because your
Are
username
you
is.
two also
I find it
sick?
funny. I
We've
can't
been
take your
sick
name
a while.
seriously.
I come back every once
Because
in a while for checkups
you find it funny.
and to pick up the medicines Miss Siegeween prescribes for us.
I...
That's just the nature
Sorry.
of chronic illnesses. As for her,
It's like
you
a
could
very
say she fancies
coincidental
herself as
name.
Miss Siegeween's
You
capable
can
helper
you can
because
just
she
easily
learned a
use
bit of
it.
medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the
Oh,
primary
you
reason I
ship
have
these
frequent
two.
heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least.
Yeah, they do argue like a married couple. That does make sense. There's something suspicious and yep. Nation records, and there's a box, okay. There's all these kinds of things we can literally investigate.
Hey,
There's a movable hatch?
fight.
What?
It will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
You're using OBS?
Release. It's way
Isn't
too early
any
for us to
streamer
even
using
think about
OBS?
that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
I mean... How else would this work?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr.
Unless
Jurier,
I'm being
I don't
told
wanna
that
see your
there's
face
such
here
thing
again
as
anytime soon.
not using
And same to you,
OBS.
Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you
Oh.
had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You guys
You
hate
really
each other
can't stand
so
him, huh?
much.
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
There are more streaming
But
platforms.
there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while.
I
Miss
know
Siegeween should be
one
back
streaming
soon,
platform,
and I'm
but
sure
I
you'll feel
forgot the
better as
name
soon
of
as you've
it.
had some of her medicine.
I think it couldn't. I know it didn't work well for me. But OBS is still a good platform too. So I do like it.
No, it's nothing.
You got to pay attention to the free sources.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Siegeween.
Cause you
all
love it.
cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Good. Here, this should be 2 days worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Interesting.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Okay.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double check a few
It's when I
details, if that's
BG
all right with you.
noise.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
It's sort of BG
So
noise.
her
It's
primary
not.
symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea.
It's
Is there
not
anything
much of it.
That's it.
I did put
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
what happened is I put a lot of
No,
suppression,
Fountain's constitution
noise
is quite
suppression.
good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly.
But
after
if
taking
you
the
have
medicine.
better
Please, make
sources,
sure to stick to
I'm all
plenty of
ears for it.
rest-stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night. Got it.
Because I've always wanted to fix where I don't want to hear any background noise for other people.
You're going to take a nap already?
You're the only first who has
then,
actually mentioned
get
it.
some rest.
So it's always good to help my streams a little bit more. And hello Poe, welcome. Nice to see you.
We've been to lots
It
of
must be
places
good evening for you, but thank you for the good morning for me.
now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake.
I promise you, the BG
You
noise
slept for a really
is
long time, but
normally
we never
from other things. Again, it's not annoying to a lot of other people
worry
though.
in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Now the more I think about it, I feel like if there's better noise suppressions than OBS, and it will make myself sound more crisp than what it sounds right now, then by all means just let me know and I'll go into the open sources,
really
I guess.
something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time.
It's not as bad, but it could still be fixed. Yeah, I always have been reviewing my streams where it's I don't know if it has anything to do with let's see. I don't know if this fixed it. I have no idea if this fixed it at all. It's night here. Okay, all of you are all nighttime. Okay, that makes sense.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere
It's
nurse,
fixed.
and Paimon didn't notice anything
It's
unusual in
fixed.
the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Well, thank you for telling me. Because if it's fixed, then it's fixed. I know what I did wrong. Okay. Stupid OBS. I know what it did. Ugh. Okay.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to.
Oh no! Noise suppression was on! Noise suppression was not at the right setting, though. That's what was going on. I'm so exhausted today, so I'm gonna play a video game, but I'm also watching your stream. You know, fair. Enjoy a game while listen and watch a game. Shouldn't you just enjoy? Yeah, I'm sorry, Zion. By the way, if you've been hearing BG noise this whole time, this does not normally happen on my streams.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Lydia.
And I'm sorry if you did listen to BG noise, and I'm sorry for those who did hurt, because it's never like that on my streams. But if it was a little noisy, but now it's fixed, then okay. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Normally, this is what happens on streams. You're gonna have some scuff here and there, and there's nothing you can do about it. Blueberry draw. Oh, hello. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. And yeah, it's fixed now, right? It's Lenny again.
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
I mean, we did fake an illness too.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough.
Normally, it would be in higher quality, but unfortunately, the setting went into low quality, and I don't know why. And I didn't even change that.
On any given person.
OBS did.
Also felt like you
that wasn't me.
The first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the
honest.
job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Paimon can't pronounce shift and Oh. Yeah, typical Paimon for you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else.
I don't know why I'm facing this buffer issue. My internet is so good. I'm so sorry you're facing a buffer issue.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fountaine.
I don't know what else to tell you.
So I assume you're just helping
but
us with the kindness of your heart.
I would say,
well, everyone
if I was facing a buffer issue, I would myself who monitors my stream would notice it.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect
you. I'm not having
from
any issue.
Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
It depends how the Wi-Fi is, I guess, in Asia's side. I don't know.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before
Zion is something... Does this mean in... Have you ever watched live streams at night that are just not doing well at night?
Is now a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch.
That's
Lynette knows
so
this as well,
weird.
So this should be a good time to meet up with her.
No. I'm... You know, technology, right?
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
If there was no Wi-Fi, I would have not been here by now. VTubers have not existed. Virtual reality would have not existed. Nothing would have existed. And here we are. Where internet is the biggest thing in the world, and we need it. So bad.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
As an Asian, I could tell you that Asian Wi-Fi is peak.
Lynette?
Most Wi-Fi and...
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but
doctors?
Why isn't Lynette here?
What? Doctors? Most Wi-Fi are doctors here? What? Really? Well, okay, that's a better, simpler way to put it. Funny.
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
I just feel a little embarrassed at the fact that my mic quality wasn't to your liking. I mean, I'm glad you mentioned it, but I'm like, what? Normally my mic quality is fine, but now if I go back to the stream and watch this, I'm like, oh,
They all look like medical records.
darn, no, dang it.
Nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and
I tried to
meaning
level
of
up my
laughter.
friend low rank account. He got the account from his other friend
Would be
and
interested in these kinds of things. She even has
his
books on understanding
and their
people's
drow. Okay.
motivations and feelings.
Oh, that's nice. And welcome, Angela.
Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
But hey, low quality audio makes some of the funniest. Does it? I've never seen that. No, low quality audio is when you hear like someone's relatives in the background, and then you will eventually hear someone's dog in the background, and you'll be like, what the heck is going on back there? That I can understand. That would be funny, but I don't have that kind of ASMR type background with my audio, so yeah. Search for okay, search for the bed.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Yeah. That's true,
She would have said
Saya.
her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up.
And I came at the right time
Generally
because
speaking,
I
the
love
head nurse
this
would then
part.
ask her to lie
Oh,
down
nice.
and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
Do ASMR because no. Okay. Yeah, but this bed's still
Which
a
means
Melanie,
either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette lay down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh? Okay. Is there something behind here? Oh yeah, I think there was something behind here.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Doesn't even seem that anyone checks
The space
behind
behind
there.
it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could
No,
Lynette
it's
have tried
not.
to get
It's not
inside?
part of my avatar.
But if that's
I can
the
remove
case,
it
she would've
whenever I like
contacted
to.
me for sure.
That green thing makes me want to cry. No!
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your
I
usual
play on
practices,
300
I'll use
ping,
a
same
piece of
server
paper
as
or
yours, and I
card
told
as the medium to
you
pass
where I
on my
live.
message. You may consider this as me giving
Yeah,
you my
that's
best
what
regards.
happens. Oh,
This
wait,
is-
okay, so
Is that all?
so when you play, for example, Holy crap! Your connection's not in a good ping? What? What is Asia giving you? What kind of Wi-Fi provider are they giving you? Oh my gosh!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
I command all of you to have good internet.
Fatui could be right now.
Good ping. Good ping all the way.
Could she already?
Wriothesley, did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Blasphemy!
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't they go after you?
I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Oh, okay, I believe you, but still, you're still getting the ping.
Wait,
in Genshin.
Right. Wait, but that means
I wonder if it's Mihoyo's or Hoyo
Fremine was able to leave
versus
the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I think it's Hoyo's servers. He deliberately made them both disappear? What?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like
Lenny,
this, Lenny.
you'll be
Fremine
fine.
wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No.
Oh no,
I'm the leader
Zion,
of this
your chat
operation, and I'm the one responsible for
doubled
this
the
team.
same sentence.
I was the one who failed to protect them.
What?
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Poor Lenny.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
And Sichuan eavesdropped.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
Are you gonna watch 4.2 live stream tomorrow? I am aware of it. I am aware that's tomorrow.
Outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably
I am,
come in once we stop talking.
but
Someone, please help! She's sick.
I don't know if I'll be able to live stream.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah, when is the stream time?
As expected.
Actually,
They've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events.
you work. No,
I like
well,
smart
I
people.
do have a life. I
also
do
like
work,
playing dumb.
but
like
it's the live stream streams at a time where
What's wrong, little
all
one?
of you
There's
guys
no need to panic.
can see
Take a
it.
deep breath before you begin.
because it'd be fine at your time. All the way over here, half of the people, like myself, would be completely asleep when it live streams it.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Like Hoyoverse has the perfect time for you guys. It's so bad for us North America and America folk because their stream is literally so early. It's literally so early in the morning. We're talking about, I believe it'd be 7 in the morning when it did a live stream. I was still in bed. I was still sleeping. I can try, but I don't know. Oh my gosh. I could try though. There's no guarantee. It's not something I had planned. It is something I could do. Only problem is, I'd be expected, things that they might say that I might not understand, because China, Japan, language that I don't understand. Although, I can't wait for the patch. I know they're going to leak some stuff. And possibly maybe the ending of the story. Nah, sleep. Enjoy your bed. Who's gonna wake up at
Come out and face
that's the thing. America. I know there are a few people in
office space
that have the
Why don't you at
dedication.
least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
Who's gonna wake up at?
I ran
You'd be
into the young
surprised,
Mississippi
sir.
in Fountaine. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her
Oh,
over
I
for
just
a
saw
cup
it
of
just
tea.
now. The pile
I
on
do
your
have
head
some
is so
teas in my
cute. Thank
collection
you.
that can work wonders against such an illness.
I think it's 7
Stop
to
joking around.
8
Where did you take my siblings?
Angela, are you?
I have also
Are you?
heard that your
Are you?
performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would
Are
sometimes
you North
enter a
America
box
or
filled
no?
with water,
You're
only
just
to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear
from
behind
Asia
you
time
right
too.
now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for
Yeah,
Fremini,
if anyone
No,
wants to
you
know,
probably didn't even
eastern
interfere with
coast of
Child's
North
escape.
America,
You
it'd
let
be
him go, so
literally
you could purge the
an
Fatui
Eastern
members that we
Standard
planted
Time.
into your ranks.
So
There was
we're
no need to do so.
unfortunately we're
Fortress
not
of
like
Nerpede is
I'm
a
not
pretty
Mountain
pleasant
Time or
place.
Pacific
Most
Time.
people
That's
enjoy their
normally the
lives here.
people that are
The
literally
only
like
ones who act
3 or
differently
4
are
hours
those with
behind
personal
me.
agendas. It was quite easy to identify your
So
colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would
So
assign
if
our
I
team
was
to come down and
4
investigate.
hours
Fremini is
behind,
also
it would have
fallen
been
into your
a
hands,
lot
right?
earlier. It would have
If you're
been like
oh so
5 a.m. for
omnipotent and
others.
so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is
USA
in
has
my hands
free
right now,
times.
but Fremine is not.
Oh yeah.
He's not.
Only one uses Mount. Actually,
you
no.
really want?
There's 4. There's also Central Time.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here,
The
so all we need to
West
say
uses
this once.
Pacific Time,
Thank you
and
so
a
much
few
for
states
cooperating.
use Mountain Time, which is 3 hour. I have Eastern Time, and then there's Central Time, where Central Time is only just 1 hour behind in Eastern. Isn't that nice? Time is fun.
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's
The
finest
more
tea.
you know.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's
No.
gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremene's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Okay,
Besides,
Risley.
I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
By the way,
Mr.
I
Linney,
also make content.
The cards
Really?
are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and
That's
Mr.
good.
Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her.
Yeah, he
Both
casually
Monsieur
is.
Neuvillette and
Yeah.
Lady Farina have already received
We almost have the
many samples
same.
as gifts.
Was this the
We
extent
almost
of
have
your
the
master
same
plan to get to
sub
Father?
counts.
No
Oh,
matter
really?
how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you
That's
to use us
nice.
to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
I could,
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
wait, the Fatui are around?
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Dang. Wow. How do you read chat? Do you have an extra monitor? You can say that, yeah. Yeah, technically I do have an extra monitor. It depends if I tend to use it or not. We'll let you guess there. Grizzly is British from all the tea talk. I mean... yeah. I mean, Zion, I do have plentiful of technology devices that can require me to or to not use a monitor. But no, I mean, I do have a desk. I do have a desk. That is true. I have a desk. It's like, Actually, let me bring up my artificial desk. I wonder if I can. Just for the funs and giggles. There we go. Yeah. There's my desk. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lightful Wing Show. Look, it's a desk. Enough of this. Okay.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
There is always a desk somewhere around here.
6, 5.
Ooh.
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, he is British. He wants his tea now.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
Oh, he knows. Ooh.
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to say Feminine and Lunette too. They're good people.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found,
Trades of service. Darn. Now that there's no noise, your voice feels so good. Okay. No, that's how my streams are normally supposed to be. Okay? So I'm sorry that you had to listen to my scuff of BG noise of background ASMR from my mic. But this is how it's supposed to be. Okay? Okay. Oh, by the way, can I just... Okay, I got a fun fact for all of you. I don't know if I'm the only one who knows this, since Risley is right here. Does anyone know he has 2 sets of ears? I thought this whole time it was just my imagination. Because, okay, so we know he has ears, right? Like human ears, right? But what always baffled me was the hair on the top of his head. Because I always believed that's just hair, right? That can't be ears, right? So he has 2 sets of ears. And I had to look that up and like, oh no, he does have wolf-like ears. And I'm like, ah, okay. So he has 2 sets of ears. So hopefully I'm not the only one who noticed that. Because unfortunately, that took me quite a long time to realize that he has 2 sets of ears. That's the thing, though. I thought that was just hair too. Even a couple of friends of mine thought that was just hair too. But I looked it up, and apparently it's confirmed that he has 2 sets of ears. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but apparently a few people went to go analyze that, and they were like, actually, you're right, he has 2 sets of ears. No hair, he has 2 pairs of ears. Exactly! Exactly! I'm not the only one who's tripping here! He has 2 sets of ears! I really thought it was hair. Now I bet Angela's gonna be mind blown soon. If you find that yes, 2 sets of ears, you're welcome. But you're probably gonna be mind blown or baffled or flabbergasted, meaning you're gonna be startled that you found.
I'll ask you
out
3 questions.
that he is.
Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Oh gosh. If you keep working without any rest during the lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strained meat in your well-thought meal. Yeah, that's good to know. That's what happened. And who will see it if you keep work continuously?
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
Oh.
Seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Do you add people? I would. But okay, so the thing about adding people is probably the most concerned thing when it comes to Genshin. Because there are 2 types of people. There are 2 types of people. There'll be the type of people that will add you because they, I don't know if it's kind of like this. Is what's a better way to say it? Also, I might be a little distracted here, but I am seeing that we're hearing Lumi's voice actors again, talking again, and this is the only times we see them talking. It's from the mind, really. So okay, going back to the topic at hand, though. Hey, can I have your opinion about my Yelan belt? I don't know if it's enough yet. Hyper, welcome, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Believe it or not, okay, for those who do not know, I can do account reviews. I have done it once. But let me be clear here. I only do it when I literally title my video or live stream saying like, okay, let me review your stuff. But there are only a few things I need to say to you. If it's characters that I don't have, I can't review because I don't either know them or know them well enough what their builds are, so I will not be able to look at it. Because it's up to the people that knows them and have used them very well that they would exactly know what build they would use. So Hyper, to answer your question, I can't look at your Yelan build because I don't have Yelan, and I hate to crush you here. I don't actually care much about Yelan as a character, but hey, everyone's opinion. Every character's design is always unique, and it's cool that Poyo just knows what to give people what they want. the problem is I don't know Yelan. Yeah. No problem. But if you ever want any other like tips or something, I do plan to make videos like that. Unfortunately today in my live stream, it's all about just focusing on the story and just finishing Fontaine's story before patch happens. Because we are getting a patch tomorrow, and that's exactly what you guys mentioned before. I am aware of the next stream that's leaking more about the patch. And Yeah, it all goes from there. It all goes from there. My site is slow, so my replies are okay. It's fine. It's fine. Happens to everybody. And going back to your question, Zion, so there are the two types of people. The people that, if I get random people that add me, I would like to know who's adding me. Because if I get random people just adding me out of nowhere, I'm not gonna add them. Because, there are rumors that if you get people that randomly add you, there are the types of people that can find ways to hack. Apparently that's a thing in Genshin. Although, I do know for a fact, I know Genshin Impact always tries to make the security a lot better nowadays. So I trust that they do. They trust that they do. The problem is, I gotta make sure who's adding me, guys. I don't want to randomly get a... So, for example, in Genshin Impact, I don't know if it's any of you guys in the chat. I do not know. So, for example, I get a random friend request a lot, and it's somebody named Just, like Just. I always get the friend request from this person. Now, I would add this person, but I have to decline the, and I bet it's someone from the live stream or someone. If it's any of you, let me know. I do not know. The point is, I just can't add people randomly unless I know who it is. Because if I get some rando talking to me in my Genshin Impact account and I'd be like, who are you and what and how did you find me? I speculate. I have to speculate. Because in the end, I don't want to end up getting... Not saying it's a bad thing, but I just am really cautious who I'm adding on my Genshin Impact friends list. Now, I have a good amount of friends on Genshin Impact because I know people, I've talked to them, I know them enough that, hey, I can add them. It's again, and I bet there are people when they watch my live streams that they will see my UID and they'll try adding me. That is great. That's nice that they want to be my friend and add me that way. But that's the problem. I can't add people that just want to add me through Genshin if I don't know them. If it's someone random, I mean, yeah, I mean, there is, like, again, there are the other rest type of people that they don't mind adding randos. Like, they're fine with it. From my personal experience, I like to rather just not add someone unless I know them. Because if they randomly wanted to join my my world and they're not like, this is an interesting experience I had. One time I had someone join my world. I did not know him, but I strangely had him added. And I asked, who are you again? And they tell me, and I was so confused. And then they stood silent and started wandering around my world, and I immediately like kicked them out of my world because I don't like that. Like, that means this person that I have added, they're not talking to me, and they could randomly be stealing my resources for no gosh darn reason. Now, that doesn't as someone who has gone to other people's online lobby worlds and in Genshin, this is not a problem for most people. It's not a problem with me. I do not mind people coming to the world and take my resources. It's just if I have the person added and then they just join and they're not saying anything or talking to me, that's just weird. So then that makes me wonder, why did I add you? If you're not talking, you're being a little bit of suspicious. And just using emotes. Like weird emotes, like Genshin emotes that I have to guess what you're saying. Yeah, that's an interesting story of my experience. And I just don't add random people. I really want to make sure who is who, because I don't do that. I don't randomly add people. Otherwise, someone tells me who they are and oh, I'm this and this is my account. Like, can you add me? And I'm like, okay, I'll keep in mind of it. And if I know them, then there you go. That's how it works. Okay. I think I explained a lot, so I don't need to explain more, but that's how I roll when it comes to those who want to add me on Genshin Impact. But yeah, if I just get random friend requests, be expected not to be added, because unless you told me who you are, and there you are. There you go. So that's the story. Anyways, going back to the story at hand.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fountaine company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Oh no, it's... Oh no, we're having a fun time. Nothing wrong. Brighten up. I'm normally the one who brightens up here. Sorry if my okay, also all of you. Hopefully my conversation didn't sound so intimidating. I don't want you guys to feel intimidated anyway. Cause I'm just letting you all know. It's always good to take precautions. That's all. But wait. I'm eating my noodles and watching your stream. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hyper, do you want to hear a joke? Do you want to hear a joke? It's a funny one. I can give you guys a joke. But you have to watch it to understand the joke, okay? So here's the joke. So I am Lightful Wings, right? I am Lightful, but where are the wings? See? See, there you go. That's the joke. Because I'm Lightful Wings. I cracked myself up. My Wi-Fi got hit. Oh, that's depressing. Darn it. You missed my joke then. Oh, okay. Yeah, you missed my joke. My joke was, so I am Lightful. I'm Lightful Wings, right? So I'm Lightful, but where are the wings? See? And there's the wings. Because I have the wings. Because I'm Lightful Wings. That's the joke. It's silly. Not like the like laugh out loud, but you know, it's funny. It's a fun joke. Yeah. Yeah, it's just very simple, really. Anywho, okay. Let me concentrate on the story. Gosh dang, I'm getting so distracted.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
On a West Room, there's a strange meetup here.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. The research note said that the Melusine race according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state.
Which I already put on the little thingamajig thing. What falls but doesn't need bandages? The rain. Wings and a floating child on your... That's the funny thing! Paimon's not even floating, she's just sitting on my hairpin. That's the funny thing. I do this when I'm playing Genshin sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, okay, is it a day to put Paimon on my head, or is it a day to just grab a plush? Because, just so you guys know, I can just grab a plush and just use it. There you go, Zhongli plush. We don't get enough of Zhongli. Sorry, guys. Going back, OMG, I want to kick Wi-Fi. I am so sorry for your painful Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
I've been told that the infirmary...
Dang, where...
Fonta's internal reports... We often see Miss Sijuin...
Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary...
I'm gonna select this. I don't know how this order is gonna be, okay?
Fonta's internal reports... According to Collins, the...
Yeah, okay, so far... 2 out of 3, okay, well...
The research note said that...
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not.
Oh my gosh, she brought the mustache glasses again.
Strange meat in their welfare meal.
I'm really good at figuring out Angela, but thank you for the offer though. Paimon is cute, I just don't like her squeaky high-pitched voice, haha. That's a funny thing, since, yeah, apparently I can do high-pitched squeaky voice. For voice acting, for voice acting, of course.
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However,
yeah.
Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
That's good to know,
Now for my next
Sijuin.
question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
That is true. We get this bottle of something with mysterious ingredients of a red drink. If it's a drink.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But
could be that. And what else?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of...
Okay.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company...
I'm gonna try this. Let's see if this... Okay, so they're just the other way around then.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place... Fonta's internal reports suggest...
There we go. It's the other way around. Everyone? A Pokemon. Where is my Pokemon? I have one around here. It looks like a Pokemon to me. It's not a Pokemon! I mean, okay. Fun fact. I do love Pokemon. Pokemon is my life. Inara is my dragon pet. And a familiar that is also resonates part of the channel, hence the logo for on my t-shirt, which can be seen if I just remove literally see? So she is a dragon and she's part of the logo for my channel as well. It's like a Life of Wings, like, yeah, so, yeah. Like a little small icon logo that it can be, but not for my profile of anyway, but anyways. Yeah, she is part of my channel. And, if I wanted to, I could show you. There's another feature that's really interesting. But you can't see it because it's very small to the naked eye for all of you. But Inara has a Primo Gem on her forehead. If anyone wants to know. So she's like a celestial dragon from the out of the galaxies. Like through space and time. So again, you're not on the wrong path of how you are seeing it, because in the end, yeah, she is like a little bit of someone you would see from Pokemon, but at the same time, it is a dragon. Hello, Star. Welcome. Just enjoying the vibes. Cool, my OC can transform into Asian. Just sharing. Oh. Really? That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. So there is a little bit of my lore story I can share a little bit. For example, so for instance, Inara is a dragon that, let me try to think, because my lore can be a little complicated, but I want to make sure I stick to the real point of it. So Inara finds me where I basically learn I'm now an anime because I am from Earth. So I know I'm not the VTuber that is like what's technology? I wonder why the humans have to be this way, because I just don't know what the heck the humans are trying to do, and the humans are so weird. I'm not that. I don't like that. Anyways, so I am from Earth. Unfortunately, I woke up on a shoreline, like in a parallel area that is part of the internet void. And true story, internet void is another own internet dimension, and you gotta believe this, okay? You gotta believe that, okay? At this point, if virtual reality is a thing, and there's VTubers, no one's not seeing that the internet is its own universe, and I end up being transported there, okay? I fell in too deep into the internet, guys. Not too deep, though. Not too deep. No, not too deep. Not too deep. Sorry if I fidget there, because in the end I have to be like, I have to reawaken myself, like, not that deep. I promise you. I try not to go there. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, so I woke up. Inara was there, and she told me she selected me because there is this problem going on with other worlds that need to be solved, and she needs my help. So Inara has the ability to go to other worlds, go to other worlds in the internet, okay? For example, I am right now in the 2D world. I mean, reality does exist. I mean, I already know because I was in it. So I am currently in the 2D world, and I can go in 3D world too. There is a 3D version of myself. If anyone has not seen my channel, there is a 3D me, and that is me. I just went to the 3D world. That's all there is to it, okay? That's all there is to it. So if there's a 4D dimension, well, I bet there is. I've not entered it yet, but I know it's extremely expensive to get there. Yeah, but that's the lore. Okay? I'm here to help because I am someone who does like to help others to enjoy a good time, you know? Be delightful and stay delightful, right? You feel so real, Light. Thank you. I hope so. She's an A. No. Don't get me started with AI. No, no, Angel. What are you trying to do? Are you gonna cause an AI apocalypse? The more you keep mentioning of other AIs, I have met them, and there is something going on in the internet void that we're trying to exterminate the AIs, okay? Please. Please. We don't need another invasion about it's AI. No. 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 It's not. Okay? You're scaring people. Don't do that. You're scaring me. I don't want to be seen as an AI to people now. Look what you're doing. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? We want to protect humanity from not having the AI take over, okay? I'm trying to stop it as well. It's getting out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting out of hand, okay? Yeah, you are a troll. But still, don't say that. People are going to be not going to take you seriously. I bet some will. But they are a big issue. I don't like it. Although there are such thing as AI VTubers, I don't know how I feel about that. But then again, this is internet, so I don't know how I feel about. I'm stuck here, guys. Help. Help me, please. No, I'm good. The internet void's actually pretty fun. I love it. It's just chaotic, okay? And I try not to get into the territories that I don't want to get into because I'm a wholesome being who doesn't want to get into things that it might freak me out later. And yeah, I don't want to see what's going on in this broken world called the internet. I mean, then again, real world is already a broken world too. Yeah, so yeah. So we gotta do something about those AIs, huh? Oh, well, yeah, I love Storytime. I love Storytime. Technically, it's Genshin, but with more story in the mix. Okay, let's go back to Genshin. But thank you all.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received.
Yeah, I'm just continuing the story, guys. Alright, tell me about your... Hyper. It's literally just me that just got transported into the internet void. It's me, but animated. Enough said.
They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
But we did it too, Paimon.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Oh, he's gonna try to fight him? Oh!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look
Nice
like a
illustrations,
toy,
by the way.
it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if
I
you
see.
mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Nicolette?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits.
Really,
than
who gave a gun to a We don't even know how old she is. And she's also part of the species. I'm interested about everyone's OC, actually. It's nice to know that there's actually a lot of OCs. It's great that character growth. Yeah, I don't know who would give a child a gun though.
His Grace knows it too.
It's not really a gun. I think it's a tranquilizer gun.
Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Oh, that's surprising that she's here.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
I could ask the same thing.
Work.
Oh. Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please.
I knew it was a tranquilizer gun.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be what?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse.
Where's my Navia?
Consumed primordial
I know
sunlight.
everyone loves Navia.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good
Fremine
time
needs
on
to
the
be
way
protected,
back.
guys. I don't care if people don't like Fremine or not. I love Fremine.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Oh, so he did find something.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
You want some tea really bad.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
That's true.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but his Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
It's nice that... Okay, give some respect for Lenny here. He really cares about his siblings a lot.
Linny, are you okay?
Am I the only one who thought Fremine... How did you... Zion, how did you believe Fremine was a girl? They in the patch, they literally say... you get to hear the voice. But it was the poster though. No, he didn't look like a girl to me. He looked like the boy. But I can see where you're coming from because people assumed that Shinsho was a girl, but it's a boy. So I kind of understand where you're coming from. You're just having Lenny's a good brother right there. Yeah, he is a good brother.
I'll be fine. They're all here now.
I just concentrate on the story about the Shats literally just talking about OCs. Nice.
Are you sure? You
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Freminet? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Oh, there we go. He's alright. I hope, well, he will be alright.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
Yeah, they just left. They just head out.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Tea? Yes, tea. I need to try some matcha tea. Is matcha and green tea the same? I think I might have asked this question. If it's deja vu. Can I just teleport where they are? Is that possible? That matcha's more powdery and creamy, I'd say. But isn't it kind of like, isn't it still like green tea, but it's, waifus are what keeping me alive. Welcome to Genshin Impact, where you can get all your husbandos and waifus.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Oh, it's down there. Okay. Hopefully, I find the way. If that's literally the only elevator, I swear. Can I actually climb up there? I don't want to I don't think I should. I don't think I can because it's really way up high. Probably so up high. Yeah, I'm not. No. I'm not going to take the chance. Not going to do that. So it's up there, so I'm just going to assume... Ew. What happens if I'm here?
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Huh?
Okay, this is
All
down.
will be revealed in the next volume? Oh, drat. Body and mind.
That's up. Do I have to take an elevator to go down and then go up? Is that what I'm doing? This can be confusing sometimes.
Time to act.
Okay, I'm gonna take this elevator down and see what happens. Dang it. Oh boy. That's the abandoned production zone, but can I find the one that goes up? Or no? Guess not. Yeah, I noticed. I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Okay then, chat. Then I have a question for you then. If I need to go up there, then where is the elevator to go up there? What did I do wrong here? See what I mean? Do I have to use the map and just transport myself somewhere? Find the terminal near the elevator? There is. Is it this? Because I know I can't go there. They would just transport me back again. Would it just be here? I watched a guide for that stupid world quest. Unfinished oh. I like how I like how this chat is scattered. People talking about quests, and then I'm here like, what? No, not the fortress icon, that's the main area. Oh. Then where do I go? It was telling me to go up there, but the elevator's up. Then where am I? Where do I go from here? And this is why it takes a lot longer to get Fountaine. This is what happens. This is why it takes a lot longer. Fontaine's being hard to solve. One of these elevators, do you take the upper area on this floor, but... Yeah, okay, Destroyer, oh! Let me try this one.
Time to act.
I always thought that, okay, the navigation tells me to go to to an elevator, but the elevator's not there. It's already went up. So it gets confusing because I always think that's the only elevator, but apparently there is not. There is more than one. But then I still get confused.
Body and mind.
This is what happens. This world is so big. You're gonna get lost in here. Now, hopefully, I am going to the right direction because I still do not know if I am going in the right direction because I have no idea.
Body and mind.
Am I getting close? Okay, yeah. Ugh.
Learn the safety rules by heart.
This is so confusing. Yeah, I guess I can open the map. I'm back in the central part of it, apparently. I kind of wish I can go back to activate that thing, but I guess I have to some other time. Go to the waypoint at the lower... Which one? Are we talking about the one that's... Is it this one? Or this one? Because I know if I go back to this one, it's gonna lead me to the same area. Where I got confused in the beginning. Go to the fortress icon. Okay. Now what? I'm gonna follow this. Okay, there's the up elevator, so hopefully... No, not this... Dang! Then I have to go back down, if it's not this floor. Okay, I'll go back. Follow the dusk. Follow the dusk. Okay. So, making sure and clarifying. No, don't go back. Okay. That's the floor. I said follow the... Oh, the V points to the right. Okay, okay. I'm just making sure. Okay? I'm just clarifying here.
Wow.
And also, hi, Haru.
All will be revealed in the next volume?
Drat. So, please say yes, so I have to use this elevator then. I'm just trying to make sure to clarify I'm using the right elevator. So it's this elevator I'm supposed to use then. Yes or no? Yes, okay. Okay. I gotta ask because I've been having... Oh yeah, but here's the problem. Haru, what you miss is, every time I try to find the elevator, and I'm seeing, like, the little sparkles that I'm supposed to follow, I'm always ending up in the wrong place. I have elevator trouble. So I don't know if the dusk is pointing me the right way or I'm gonna get more lost again. And anyway. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep... So hopefully the dusk is not gonna lead me to another dead end, because that's basically what has been happening to me. I end up going into another dead end. Okay, yeah, I'm no longer in a dead end, it seems. I think I'm fine now. This is how I got stuck. Okay. Believe it or not, this is how I got stuck in the desert area. I had an issue with a quest that I wanted to finish. It took me so long to finish it. I got stuck. This is the same situation.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny... Lynette...
We're all here.
Where... am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler... Paimon... It's been so long. The sea! There's something wrong with the seawater.
No kidding. You almost died.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes... Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Oh.
Where could Master Child be?
That is the question. Where is Child? Where did he has gone? Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? No, Joe.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
It's a possibility. He is Child after all. Oh, that kind of reminds me a little bit of Star Rail. With the compass issue. Sort of. I don't know why, though. Haru has good memories of that one. You would know exactly what I went through. Got stumped in it. Okay. No, I cannot open it. But now I have to question. I have a feeling I shouldn't have got off of it. And I think that's what happened. Okay. Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun to figure out again. So... how does this work? And why do I have a feeling that jumping was not the good solution? And my inhabitants? Dang it. Dang it! Haru, I'm stumped again! Okay, okay, you should climb up to the upper area first. Yeah, I see that, but it's more like... where? Yeah, I knew that was a bad idea. You know what? Yeah, go. VtuberEN is gone. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Well, at least I figured it out, okay? At least I figured it out. I just need to leave and fall to my doom to figure it out.
Okay.
I don't want to look at the walkthrough. That'd be cheating. I need to figure it out on my own. I mean,
Child probably died
I only use that if it's a last resort.
I'll go take a
if I
look as well.
really can't figure it out. I normally would do my very hardest to figure it out on my own.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Oh.
Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
Oh.
Wait. What the?
Oh.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back.
So Shao just
don't know anything about what's
just
going
disappeared.
On. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Wow. So Shao just mysteriously disappeared in those pipes, and there's no way you would. There's no way. Right? That's so strange.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
VtuberEN is a trooper. He really is. And Chlora happened to find him.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
But he's not dead.
That's right.
Because we have his
I tried
vision.
my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
But Primordial Sea has no effect for Fontainians, right? That's just not the case though, right? The stream is lagging every second for me, and I wanted to... I'm sorry, Angela. It's unfortunate. I am Wow. That's unfortunate. I probably passed out sometime after that, and you know the rest. Okay.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
So technically speaking, the seawater can affect every single person, just differently resolve on top. But that's the thing, though. Child is not from Fountaine, right? But why did he disappear? He's from Shisnaya.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
And he's not dead. That's another thing. We have his vision.
You're still too weak, Fremine.
His vision told
You
us
can go after you've
where
had
he
some more
went.
rest.
Subconsciously for dreams. So his vision
Miss Lynette
is
right.
telling us that he is alive.
Will stay here as a guest for another few days, so
There
no
is
need to
just no
hurry.
trace of what happened to him, which is interesting.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one
And
who
coming
invited
from
her to
myself,
come down here.
believe it or not, there was a time I hated Child. I didn't like Child because it was how he'd be nice and kind to you, then he used you. Like he used you. And then you feel like you should be all right and dandy. I mean good news that he really cares of his family a lot.
He'll be able to explain better than me.
And really hides it to his youngest brother that he is a toy maker and not some Fatui harbinger. So, but what got me to rub off in the right way now is because Child became a little bit interesting. That's rubbing me off in the right way, in a way of, I guess you can say it's like
it's about
his story is getting a little bit more interesting. That it's like, okay, I mean, he had no choice. He had to be a harbinger. He fell into the abyss. Things happened to him, and
No, please go on without
now
me. I don't want to leave just yet.
the interesting story is Nubilet found him guilty. We don't know what he's guilty of. He's losing his powers on his vision, but his vision subconsciously know and is telling us where he is. So something's going on. And it's interesting that we're learning more and more of Child's character development, because in the end, this is kind of like Child's character development arc story here. And I didn't think I would actually start to have an interest in Child again. After I thought Child was like not the kind of person I would even play. I don't again, I'm not a bow type user. I don't care about using bows. Probably the only one I would find fun in with bows is Aloy, even though she's in the Genshin game. But I played Horizon Zero Dawn. And Yoimiya, but I don't have Yoimiya. So there you have it. And that's about it. But Child's character, it's getting very interesting. It's like there's a lot of things happening to Child, and there's a lot of answers we do not know yet. And there's a lot of things that it's just getting interesting.
Lenny,
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
I think there's another good example now I think about it. For example, has anyone ever watched like Avatar: The Last Airbender? That was one of my favorite shows, by the way. So I remember, you know how Zuko, for example, Zuko is the bad guy and has to go and fetch Aang. I hated Zuko like a lot. And then there's a change in arc story of why he became this way and everything. And then in the end he became a good guy. And then for me to hate such a character, I then ended up liking the character. This is what's going on for Child with me. I hate Child, but I'm starting to go in interest to Child that I'm going to start to like Child the more the story progressive. Like heck, there could be I could make another tier list again of revising my tier list on the Genshin characters, because the one I made is so old and I had my old VTuber model. So yeah, we'll see. It's just getting interesting now. So, and I'm all in for it. I really am. Hopefully, go to Duke's office. Oh, please tell me I'm going the right direction. Again, I'm sorry. I need to make sure. Yep. Okay. Yes. Don't want to delay the chat. Find the terminal near the elevator. There is an elevator. The desk points there, so... Oh, the office is right by the fortress icon? Just jump? Okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it. Jump.
The brightest flames burn fast.
You told me to jump, Haru! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But oh my gosh, I sacrificed Shincho! No! I'm sorry. I did that deliberately. You just told me to just jump. You never told me specifically to just jump safely. Just jump. He's fine though. He's fine. Unfortunately, I gave him the bad snake. That's kind of bad. This is what happens when you have Hu-Tao cooking. No, I did that deliberately. You told me to just jump, so I just jumped. Like, okay.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two.
Also, since when you're just
inquire
good
as
nurse.
to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewin?
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten.
It's delightful jokes. Kidding. Yes, please enlighten us as much as you like. I am Lightful, who wants to be enlightened by your delight. Oh gosh, I gotta stop doing that, okay? I gotta stop doing. Okay.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
Oh.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
No.
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Oh.
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
Enjoy your
All I care
stream.
about is the answer.
Yes, such anti-heroes. Well, yeah, in the end, Risley did end up in jail to begin with. He just ended up being the greatest fighter in it, that they gave him that respect and gave him that title. Bryce. I like the quest, although I'm being stumped by the by the fortress and not finding the right elevators and just jumping into elevators without gliding. Okay, that was hard. That was only doing. I just did that for fun, especially since the direction says just jump. But hello, Bryce. Welcome.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him.
Oh.
I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Yeah.
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
You won a lot of fights.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
Ah, I see.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
And he vanished. There's no other reason.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case.
Do you go in without
Do you really
unlocking
want to know the answer that badly?
I didn't know what the statue is.
No.
So yeah,
Even if the truth may not be pleasant.
unfortunately.
Follow me.
Also, Shinsho, I want to heal you. I am so sorry that has happened to you. I will never do such things so... I fed you a lot of food. I won't do something so vile. I care about my teammates, okay? Don't judge me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
I mean, it is a fortress of all kinds of being stuck.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
But Paimon's just floating though, so so basically the traveler's the one doing the hard work. Right?
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay. What am I expected to see here?
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
This traveler is Paimon's slave. No.
Whoa.
I still think that Paimon can't fly, but only hovers. She's just floating.
Go on, have a look.
And she did say that she can't, like, go any higher, so... I guess she doesn't fly.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed
I feel like
leadership of the Fortress of
like
Meripede.
that line
Of course, it would be
would have been
unwise
something that
to recklessly
Lumen,
open
what
it,
the looming
but it'd
voice
also be
actress
risky
just
and
said.
negligent to
Because it
simply
was a long
ignore any
paragraph.
potential danger that could be behind it.
But no.
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Oh, that is not good at all.
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Yeah.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
If the gate falls, all Fountaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fountaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fountaine were exiled.
The story, you have a point
the
though.
People drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished.
When we asked Paimon to go
of any kind from the people.
Upwards,
they were exiled to the
float
desolate
somewhere
seaside,
higher,
where they experienced only pain,
she'll get
struggle,
too tired.
and the bone-chilling cold.
Maybe she only floats around that level.
And prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Well, at least he paid attention. It's pretty nice.
It's just as the prophecy
pretty
says.
Nice to know.
If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
Damn, it's so deep, like a deep sea. Yeah, you're right.
Just hearing
Tell
one
me
will
about
create
it.
the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if your grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fountaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining.
Yeah.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
If you're blowing it up, how are you gonna survive it?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
You sure? You fight like a married couple.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
No, Paimon's just easily amazed.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Oh.
What a huge ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fountaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
I love the music, by the way. It sounds nice.
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Nice violin.
People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Oh, you dot way ahead.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Yeah, this is a plan for the ages. You really...
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call.
That makes
All right,
sense.
that's
Why
enough
you would...
talking for now. I'll need another
Why you
3
have
cups
this
of tea to
secret.
soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, we have a Noah's Ark.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you
Jeez.
want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, he planned this all too well. It's actually surprising.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens
My
next.
gosh, I wonder how many years this took. Certainly a lot. Like, literally, I'm slowly going to AR level 56. It's only a matter of time. I'm literally at the peak of it. Ever so slowly. What's this mail, by the way? Oh. The poetry thing. Well, luckily I did it. I did do the story in the live stream, but I finished it behind the scenes and not in the live stream.
Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
He is good for you.
Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves, to the water, and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijwin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lily sounds like a lot more of his old self. Yeah, you're fine now.
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial
It's
sea
not just
water?
that, Bryce. It's the
because
fact
he
that
dove into
it
the
took
sea.
it
My
took
theory
his
is the
plan
long-lost
that many
primordial
years to be
sea is
prepared.
probably very
That I'm
close to
surprised
the
about.
fortress of Mirapede.
Fountaine is basically the oily pipe, possibly.
Whoa, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he
just
probably
knows.
ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's
Yeah,
even
we
gotten Cloran to help him out.
basically know what the plan is
That can't be the
now.
full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and
There
there's something big in the
is.
fortress that most people here never get to see.
There
he has a bargaining
is.
chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
He's a good detective. He's not even trying to be.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
Oh, that's nice.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Prominent needs to be
Didn't think you were
protected.
going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Prominent's adorable, okay? Prominent's adorable.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Linnea is a better detective than Nadia was in Act 2.
Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
She did solve the case. She's just hungry now.
Paimon's hungry.
Of course you're hungry.
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
I hope we don't get, I don't know, the strange meat.
Body and mind.
Going one place to the other, you know?
Time to act. Body and mind.
Okay.
For dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right.
Oh, she can cook
Actually
too.
sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
The tastiest stuff. Yeah, the tastiest stuff.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Well, I like that pose. Lumine's like, I'll have order, but Lumine style.
So delicious. Is this how it feels to be freeloaders?
Yes.
Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all. Feeling
We make our
good?
own food, Paimon, remember? Why do you think we cook?
Delicious.
Besides the milk? What was wrong with the milk? I'm actually curious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Time to act.
Now I can return to the dorms. There we go. Okay.
Time to act. Body and mind.
So much has happened. I'm super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
That face, that voice, like, are you sleepy too? Oh my gosh. We actually see Paimon sleeping on the bed? Really? I always thought she'd float while sleeping.
Delicious. I'm on 1 seconds for free.
501 seconds for free.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Oh.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
I like how Paimon's like laying down there. That's so interesting. I've not seen anything like that before. I thought Paimon sleeps while floating. What? Tell me that does not look weird. Welcome back. Okay, Angela, since you're back, I have a good question for you. Do you find that weird? When you see, Paimon just laying on the bed like that? I thought she sleeps while floating. She's Meslin, but why does she have a human? Am I delusional? No, you're not. I think everyone still wants to answer that question too. Sometimes we want to know if she's like part human and part Meslin. It's an interesting question. So you're not. you're not the only one who has that question, Freya. But welcome! Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. And I hope you like the shenanigans and stuff. I just find it interesting. You don't see that every day. All I can tell, it just looks like they just like let's just put the model on the bed and that's it. I think that's what happened. Oh, the alarm's sounding off.
What happened?
That's not good.
Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait!
What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Oh, at least someone's talking to us.
Quisto and LiveStream, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. LiveStream was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, what? You're the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
Wait, you said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Oh.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
I think it is.
Oh, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards.
Oh, dang. Here we go.
Then try to move as far outwards as possible. Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Or outwards,
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
I love the fact that everyone's running.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Huh.
Is the water coming in?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Oh yeah, it is. Coming in. Dang! That's actually pretty cool. Literally. But it's not enough.
Three, 2, 1.
We got some Indiana Jones here. sliding! Oh, that's cool.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
So he's gonna keep freezing that water. Dang.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
That's a pretty cool cutscene, though. Risley knows how to take the big risks. He literally went through all those doors.
Why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Oh.
Farina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay. Why?
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
So, okay, I guess we're seeing the Knave now? Okay, I guess Neuvillette knows probably what's going on. I don't know what's going I don't know what's going on from above. Okay.
Look! There are a ton of Fountaine and Palais Mermonia people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Oh, yeah. She wants to
The
know
traveler in Paimon?
what has happened to
Neuvillette
Child.
has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Okay. So does she have her gnosis or she doesn't, as the rumors say? It sounds like she doesn't. If we're protecting her, of course.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Pleasure to meet you.
I've already prepared seats
Yeah.
for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Okay.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Oh yeah, she's really just being nice right now.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too, yeah.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Yeah, Shy would not
I
mention
wonder
that.
how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Yeah, we have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, she's very nervous around the Knave. It's
So you're
really
also
suspicious.
familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
I mean, I managed to find leads on his whereabouts, yeah.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame.
It's like
You
she
see,
knows
I would
intel.
have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Yeah, what are you hiding,
Well, in
Furina?
any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
We also
And
have
where
his
did he go after
vision,
leaving the fortress?
Well,
but we can't tell her that.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. No. We don't know what happened to him. He just... But we have his vision.
That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fountaine not too long
Isn't
ago.
it true? If
Since he
the
was
vision turns
unfortunately
gray, that means
unavailable,
that they're
I picked
deceased,
it up
so
on
the
his
vision
behalf.
is worthless.
Do you have
But
any
if the
idea how
vision
he
is
usually
still
writes
in
back to his
color and
family?
it's still...
Dear Tonya,
That
your
means he
letter made
is
me feel like
alive.
we were still enjoying
not
our
dead.
time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
I am the shit now. I just realized what you just said. Oh no.
the water in the teacup is shaking.
Yeah, the water
I
teacup is
suppose
shaking.
this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Possibly. Oh! He did know about this.
My
Okay.
thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Interesting. I have to tell you guys, I do kind of simp a little bit for Nuvillette. I don't know why. He just looks nice. Like look how lovely he looks. I mean, he literally
A day
like
may come when the
took
prophecy
down
is fulfilled,
Child
and
instantly
the
when he
waters
was in
burst
his
forth.
different
But
form.
it is not this day. This ancient power
Oh my
could
gosh.
easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
I think he is the Hydro Dragon Archon reincarnated. I think he is.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for
Constellation hides nothing to this guy, okay?
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess, we're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Ah!
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
Yes.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. VtuberEN thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
After that
I
cutscene, I'll
was
go
under the
make
impression
coffee.
the residents of a place like this
That
would
sounds
be
about right.
uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
No, we do not know where Child is. That's the problem. We don't know what happened to him.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fountainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fountaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fountaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Yeah, now she's
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
now she's not
Where
acting like a
can we
brat, she's
see it,
acting
and
like a
what
serious,
is it
mature
doing to
lady.
help?
What are you hiding?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina.
She is under her like a hawk. My gosh.
You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without
She
the by your side.
knows
Oh,
every
well.
single
Let's stop
thing.
That conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
These aren't tablets. Yeah. He did.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Yeah, because food is something she loves.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Okay.
Paimon's coming too!
Again, we do not know where Shao is. Which is unfortunate, because we don't know what has happened to him. Which makes it the more unfortunate. What did happen to Child? There we go.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express
Hello,
my
Leo.
gratitude.
You think Farina's awkward? No, I don't think so. I mean, I could see how she would act like her though.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
Oh.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Oh? Well...
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fountaine, able to move around most easily.
We still
Allow
don't
me
know
to
anything
share
about
my
her.
perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fountaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh.
Come over here, you little critter, you!
Oh.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait.
She did take her Gnosis, so she doesn't have
it was
it.
attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydrognosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Oh?
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to
She
eat
is
her
an Archon,
cake.
so...
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fountaine authorities. Set up a meeting for
What
me.
is her
I would like to meet
curse?
the Hydro
What's her
Archon and
curse?
Udex Neuvillette.
I noticed she has
I have an additional mission for you three.
I noticed that she changes her
Yes,
personality every time. There's something
Tartaglia's
going on.
disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue.
Are
my
these just
investigation
rumors
of
right now,
Farina
Leo?
and Udex Neuvillette.
And not it might be not
The
true.
initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Okay. It may not be. Yeah. No spoilers if it's not canon.
You should know the rest.
Because we don't know.
Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership
But
of
now it
Fountaine is
does
even
make
more
a little bit
inscrutable
more
than I had
sense.
imagined.
Why the heck,
I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Could Neuvillette possibly... Like, he became a... He is the Archon, but is not the Archon, kind of the same way of, like, Zhongli. But Zhongli chose to be, to retire, to no longer be Archon. But for Neuvillette, it's a different story. It's like he is learning humans by observing and judgment. Because that's what we learned about Neuvillette. He did make a lot of mistakes. It's so interesting. Okay. Because he does have the powers for being an Archon, but there is something between Farina and Neuvillette that it's going a little deeper than that.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fountaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms,
Did you
yet
notice
many
her
secrets
hands?
have yet to rise to the surface.
No. Why?
It looks like Fountainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side... Yeah.
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Okay. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon? That is a good question.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
I don't see him as an Archon, though. It could be something else.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fountaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
When do you sense in the... What did you sense in the Fortress of Merapi, then?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering.
Oh.
And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because he changes the weather when he's... Yeah. Yeah, he just mentioned of sadness. I like how I already know this, but it's the traveler that figures out later on.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Yeah, I was already aware he was a dragon.
The dragon of... what?
Yeah, he's the water dragon. Yeah, Paimon.
Please do not be so surprised.
I'm not that surprised.
Farina?
Neverlet, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely...
We have been keeping a lot of secrets.
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Like a lot of them.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
I don't think it's that
None of the
easy.
currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
So
In
you
any
are
case,
reincarnation, in a
I
way.
believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
Oh my, she the lag? Your lag? Oh wow. There actually is already a confirmed live stream tomorrow. there is a confirmed live stream tomorrow, actually. But technically, it would be on Asia's time.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Yeah. Okay, guys. As much as I want to continue, I can't continue anymore, unfortunately. Time has passed the time that I had to stop here, unfortunately. I might be able to finish this, because, first of all, it's because of work. I have work. I have a life. But, other than that, though, this is actually a good place to stop. I'm pretty sure I'm really close to finishing the story, probably. Am I certain? Am I that close now? I think I'm that close. Yeah. You're very, very, very close. Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, it's just there's a time constraint, and I gotta go. I gotta eat food. Then I just go to work, and that's it. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish this story probably by the time I'm done with work and such. So then I'll be like where everyone is. I suppose. And I assume I might get the ending because I got a little spoiled already. So I already know there's an ending where we see Child meeting the whale. Is that what happened? Again, I don't know the whole entire gist of it. Yeah. So I have seen a little bit of that already. It got leaked into my YouTube recommendations, but yeah, so I do know about that. Doesn't help though. Doesn't help the fact that we don't know what happened to him. So yeah. Yeah, so I'll be finishing that behind the scenes offline stream. But yeah, let's get ready for the live stream. And if I go and look into it, maybe I will live stream it. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of sudden though, because if I do it, because then I would have let everyone know ahead of time. But for those who have met me and enjoy my shenanigans on live stream, well, welcome, and hope you like my content, because it's not just live stream all the time. But so far, there is always a schedule that I post at least a Sunday, but it could be a Monday for you guys as well. It depends of where my times that I do my live streams. So I actually have one that I'm doing like a little bit of Halloween, because we're getting into the Halloween season, you know, and we gotta spice things up a bit. So I don't know if I'm going to do horror games. I don't like horror. It's not my cup of tea.
If my calculations are correct,
I can
Bookhouse is due to
see
receive a batch of new
if I
releases
can.
today.
But yeah, just make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified by me. The bell will help a lot because it will let you see the posts on my YouTube community posts, because that's where I post all my live stream updates and my schedule. And it will basically tell you my time zone schedule. So make sure whenever you see that, convert it to your time so you know what time I be streaming, and you know, have the chance to see me on. Yeah. Thank Thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. Yeah, and if you guys want to know a little gist of my channel, just look at my channel trailer. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay, well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad everyone enjoy it. Again, yeah, just keep into the community posts, and yeah, we're getting close to more story, to more lore of Fountaine, and what the heck is freaking going on. But anyways, all of you, thanks for watching, and this is Lightful Wings. Be delightful
I never embark
and
on a
stay
journey without
delightful.
a good book to accompany me.
Bye!